www.kcaaradio.com.
Dead at the
You're
scene
listening
Thursday
to an
morning.
encore presentation of this program, KCAA, the Inland Talk Express.
Welcome, everyone, here at the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show. I am your host, Marie Antoinette Wade, and we are live on KCAA Radio Network here in Redlands, California. I am so excited today because, my guest today is an international real estate lawyer. His name is Michael Paulin. Michael, welcome to the show.
My pleasure. Good to see you as always, Marie.
Yes, I was so thankful for you when you attended my meeting here in San Diego, and you gave such an amazing information about international business. And that's why I have you here today, because I want to learn more about it. But before we start with that, I want to make sure that they understand your background. So if you can just give us some information of your background, how it all started for you, I think that would be awesome.
Great. That's cool. You know, I've always done international business, so that's been a long time, 35 years. I've had offices in multiple countries around the world, done litigation, lots of places. Stopped doing that a long time ago, though. No more trial work for me, but now it's more fun, and I'm focused on real estate. And so, years ago, I would travel a lot, and I'd think, one day I'm going to retire. So if you do that, you got to buy some property somewhere. So that was always in the back of my mind. And so over the years, we started doing that. And, we had a pretty good success with that. And then I had offices in different countries, so I was able to meet a lot of people and ask their opinions and get their advice, etc. And so I developed quite a skill set in international real estate. So I just spent a lot of time on it now. And so I just decided that I'm not really practicing law anymore in the sense of taking on clients for law. I'm not doing that anymore. I mean, I would help or I'd consult, but I'm not looking to do that.
Okay.
I'm more pseudo-retired. And because of that, what are you going to do in your retirement? Buy real estate. Let's go invest. Let's go look around the world and see where you can have passive income. Because in retirement, that's what you want, is passive income. So real estate is the way to do that for sure.
All right. But you had many years of experience in China. Am I right?
Good. 30.
30? Okay. So in those 30 years, I mean, what are the things that you are bringing from that experience to real estate?
Well, that's a different country. That's a country-specific question. There's so much bad that went on with all those years too, but a fair amount of the good stuff. I learned really how to negotiate deals with difficult people. I learned how to do that, and I'm good at it. I learned how to look into deals, decide, is this really good for my clients or not good for my clients? And the most important thing to me is the end game. Why are we doing this? Why are you doing this? I got to make sure you're focused on that. Working with the Chinese for 3 decades, you learn quickly how to get to the point, and you learn quickly how to figure out what the other guy's thinking and whether it works or it doesn't work. And sometimes deals don't work. That's just fairness. But I stopped going to China about 7, 8 years ago. Still have a lot of friends there. I still would look at deals there, but the government's tough to deal with.
Okay.
It's just that simple. Many other places around the world, at Belize, Panama. I mean, these are real places you can have a great investment in real estate.
Okay. What I learned from your presentation was that it is also there's a process of doing business internationally. And the way you have described that is that you have to know exactly what you're doing and who you're connected with in those countries, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what I'm interested in, letting our listeners know is how can they start something like this when, they don't have that kind of information? I mean, if they're not familiar with the country, I mean, is it possible for them to even invest internationally?
Those are great questions. Actually, you asked me, I think the other night, you asked me a question very similar to that.
Okay.
I mean, which I thought was a great question. Okay, look, Marie, let me just answer it with kind of an end answer first.
Okay.
You can't do it unless you have knowledge. So to answer your question, unless you have skill set, expertise, and experience, you cannot do it. And you're a fool if you try to. because you're going to lose your money. You don't know what you're doing. But the first part of that answer is I decided the last couple of years I was going to create a company focused on educating people on buying international real estate. That was my focus. I said I'm going to do that. I did do that. And I created a course on this, which is called Asset Management for International Real Estate. And we're launching that the end of this month. So your timing is really good.
Wow.
Okay. So,
That is
we're launching
awesome.
it. It's intense. There's a lot there. I have over 10 hours of video expertise that I share. I go into lots of countries, lots of details and stuff. So there's no way to do it unless you do it. It's just
Okay.
you'll fail. I mean, so
Okay.
I dig it. I really like what I'm doing now because it's very educational. I like the education side of it. But you got to be serious, Marie. It's not like buying a house in America. They're buying property here. It's not like that. There's so many nuances in other countries. First of all, I got to know the law. First of all, you
Yes.
don't know it. I got to know it. I got to know the regulations. I got to know the people who you're dealing with. Who are we bringing into this deal to help you? Lawyers, agents, notaries, land title people. You got to know how to do this stuff. I've done it. And that's why I'm sharing that knowledge now with the new company.
Okay. So you're allowing people to learn from your process. And at the same time, they have access to you in order to be able to be a part of that program. Am I right?
Yeah, that's well said. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so let's do this. Let's let's allow the listeners to get to know you more, Michael, because again, I know they know that you are an international real estate lawyer, but as an individual, as a person to work with, who is Michael Pollan? I mean, can you share to our listeners who are you in regards to how you do business?
Okay, let me go call my psychiatrist and I'll get right back to you. Okay. Well, Maria, sometimes you have to look at your life a little bit in retrospective, right? So you have to say, who am I today and who was I? Because how did I get to where I am today, right?
Yes.
So, like Descartes, said, I think, therefore I am. I was a trial lawyer for a long time. And because of that, and did mostly international entertainment work, I got to know a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of styles. And you surely need to know how to negotiate deals. Otherwise, you'll never, ever be successful in front of a jury. That'll never happen. So I got all that experience behind me. And then I would travel quite a bit. I always ask questions. So wherever I go, I ask questions, I meet people, I want to know their culture. Because the one thing you learn about the international business, you better know the culture you're going into. Because they're not American or Mexican or whatever culture you're from. It's not that. It's what they are. You have to know it. So the only way to do that is to go there and learn it, really. But I would say as a person, I've turned into a focused educator. So my priority now is to educate people with my 35 years of experience. That's my focus. I've got a wife, I've got 2 kids, but they're grown. I have twin daughters. They're big. They're 30 years old, and they're out running the world, right? They don't need dad around. So that's why I'm able to kind of kick back a bit now and say, okay, I'm going to take people now into my world, and my world is traveling and buying real estate. So I'll bring you in if you want to be part of my team, want to come into my world, give you the education, and we'll go from that point. So that's what I enjoy doing right now. I don't have to be anywhere. I don't have to go do anything. I'm doing it because I want to do it. And like I was telling you the other night in the meeting, it's like at this point in your life, you better have passion for what you're doing. It doesn't matter to me what it is. Have passion or don't do it. Okay, it's a waste of time. I have passion for this. I have passion to educate people on international real estate, and that's why I'm doing it.
Wow, that is such a blessing for the people that are listening right now because they get to hear your program and they get to work with you. I mean, I have known you for a while now, Michael, and you've always been such an amazing connection of mine. And I know that you are very sharp as a lawyer. You are one of those sharpest people I know. And not only that is you are creative and innovative in so many different ways too, because you're doing all these things and you've done speaking in hundreds of in front of people. Am I right?
Thousands and thousands.
Thousands of people. Imagine that. You got attorney Michael Pollan here who's done a lot of speaking in front of a lot of people, and then now you get to be able to participate in his program. And so let me ask you, if someone signs up into your course, what can they expect in regards to the process that they need to take from you? Because I know, some people might get so intimidated by Michael Pollan because you're just a very straight, person in regards to, making the point. But how do you make them, see the process of your program?
Okay, let me kind of answer that question in a way you won't expect me to answer it. Okay, let's pretend that my entire audience are juries, they're juror members, because that's how I look at it. That's how I always looked at it. So I had to deal with juries for like 25 years. Okay, in big trials, millions of dollars, big trials, and the one thing you learn if you become a really good trial lawyer is this, and it answers your question. I need to be inside of their heads. I need to know what the jurors are thinking so I can help them get to where I need them to go. Now that sounds simple as I say it. It's very difficult. Okay, and so what I do with people that are not experienced in my world is, I know going into the education process, Marie, I have to break it down for you. I got to break it down to bite-sized pieces where you can say, I can do that. I get it. I can do that. If I can get you to say, I can do that, I get it. Same thing as me getting a jury to say, oh, I understand. Yeah, Mike's right about that.
Okay.
I've accomplished my goal. I've accomplished what I set out to do. And then at the same time, you need to feel comfortable because it's your money. It's lots of money. You got to be comfortable going, okay, I can write a check for $500,000. I can write a check for $200,000-300,000 or $1 million or more. Because I want to buy that property. And this is why I want to buy it. This is what I can do with it. Because Mike's right about that. If I get you on that page thinking like that, I create confidence in you.
Okay. Well, let's take a commercial break, Michael, but I want to continue what you're saying in our next segment. So for you out there, it's such an amazing conversation right now with attorney Michael Pollan. So don't go away. We will be right back. This is your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, here at the International Wealth Radio Show.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect. helping success stories unfold every day.
Real Men of Real Estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Most mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station kcaaradio.com.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast to over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
Welcome back here at the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, here on KCAA Radio Network. Make sure that you tune in. We are here every Saturday at 1 p.m., and we are available on all of your favorite podcast streaming channels, including Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app, under Building Solid Foundation. So we're going to continue our conversation with attorney Michael Paulin. Michael, I mean, it's incredible how you explain that, because it's so easy to relate to what you have done being a lawyer and how you are explaining to your potential clients for this program and how they're going to experience it with you. Is there anything else that you want to add into what you were saying?
Yeah, I think it's really important, Marie, that when you take a course from me, that you go in, kind of put your fears aside and put your, worries that, oh, I'm not sure I'm going to get all this. Put that aside. I'll make sure you get it. I'll make sure of it. The way I teach is the way you're looking at me right now, and my videos are just like this. It's like I talk to you, I take questions in, I ask the questions that I know you're thinking. Just like I knew the jurors were thinking things, I'd ask that question in open court. And then I'd answer it. And they're all like, oh, yeah, that is what I was thinking. I try and do that in all my education. So I look at you and I think, okay, she's probably wondering about X. And actually, you asked me the other night a question that I thought was the best question. You said, I'm fearful of this. How do I know that I'm making the right decisions? That's what you asked me.
Yeah.
I thought that's the right question, because that fear will stop people. It'll stop you from making decisions, especially when you're putting your money in it. So my job is to develop your confidence, not just in me, in you. Okay. You have to be able to look in the mirror and say, I learned what Michael said. He's willing to go with me to wherever that country is, wherever you decide you want to go. He knows the lawyers, he knows the teams. I'm ready to do this. I need you to feel that way. And after you take this course, you'll feel that way. I'm very confident. I'm confident.
Now, is there an ideal person that needs to be a part of this program? I mean, do they have to have capital, or what is the requirements for them to be able to be in this program?
Marie, you ask great questions. And you know what?
Thank you.
I'm going to take this segment with us and I'm going to put it on my site, and it's going to be called How to Ask Me Great Questions. Okay, because you really are asking super questions. Okay, let me give you some really important answer to that. Most people, if you talk about international real estate, they're not going to know what you're talking about. They're going to be like, well, how do I do that? Where do I go? What's the right kind of real estate? They don't know. This is what you need to understand. You don't need any special education. You don't need to have a college degree. You don't need an MBA. You don't need to be a financial advisor or consultant. You don't need to have traveled around the world. You don't need any of that. And people assume you do need those things. You don't. What do you need? Confidence in your own judgment. You run your life, you run your family, you take care of your money. You've got to trust yourself. I need to give you the direction to go. That's my job. I need to show you this is where you should be thinking about with your investment. And your response is going to be, my portfolio has got X dollars in it. How much money should I be thinking about with international real estate? That's an individual decision. I can't answer that, but I can answer you in a more general way. The typical person that buys international real estate is the same person like us that would buy property in America. So are you spending $300,000 on a condo? You're spending $600,000 on a townhome? You spend $1 million on a single family home? What are you doing? What do you want to do? That's up to you. I'll show you the opportunity. I'll show you where I think you could really look at that. But the amount of money is up to you to decide what are you comfortable with. So I would never tell someone it's X dollars. It's whatever you think you want to invest in real estate. And don't forget, we're talking about income here. It's not just buying a piece of property. You want cash flow out of it. I want to help you get that. You want to rent the property out? How long you want to rent it out for? Airbnb? 6 months? 12 months? You want to use it with your family during the year? These are all your decisions. I can just tell you what the ramifications are of each one of them. But you have to decide how you would want to use that property.
Okay, so knowledge really brings more confidence, right? Because initially they're going to come in with no confidence coming into your program. So part of what you do is to provide them information that will give them confidence and that they will have the courage to do what they need to do to invest internationally.
That's my goal. Yeah, that's my goal, is that you have confidence at the end of taking my course. Because then you say, okay, I know what to do. I know Mike's saying, I have to get on a plane and go. It's that simple. You have to say, I'm committed. How committed are you? And then they ask me when I can leave, when I can go. And I'll go with them.
Okay.
So
you go with them?
They pay me to go.
Oh, awesome. So you get to travel again.
I do, but I try and stay focused on 10 countries.
Okay. And what are those 10 countries?
I'd say Belize and Panama are at the top.
Okay.
First of all, Belize is English speaking. Panama is half English speaking. I mean, so that's very helpful. Ecuador, Costa Rica. I like the South and Central America, not Brazil, but everywhere else I like it quite a bit. Switzerland, Australia, Ecuador. These are in Germany and France. I'm very comfortable. U.S. Virgin Islands. Mm-hmm. I'm very knowledgeable about all these countries. So if somebody was to ask me something about a country that I'm not really knowledgeable about, I'd say, okay, let's do the due diligence. Because that's part of my fee, right? You're going to pay me to do it. I'll do it. We'll dig in. What are your questions? I know what the questions are usually, but someone might say, I want to see my grandfather's house in Cuba. I want to go there and do that. Oh, okay. So each client is going to have their own reason for doing something, right? Yeah. My job is to take the education and make it equal across for everybody. Then you decide what's the country of your choice. That's not me. That's you. You might like the Philippines. You might want to go look at an island over there. I mean, so I'm good at helping you figure all that out once I know what your goals are.
Wow. Oh, my mind is running right now. You said, what if I have someone who is interested in doing that? Is there a possibility that I can be a part of that program where, I am the one that's connecting you, all these people?
Yeah. We have remember what I told you at the start of this conversation, like I said the other night to you and your guest, we're launching the company this month. So the brand will be launched by the end of August. So it's going to be over the internet. You'll be seeing it around. Okay. We're going to have an affiliate program. That affiliate program, that's for people that want to refer us business. Like, for example, some of your friends that were there the other night,
yes,
without naming names, already reached out to me and said, can I refer you business? It's like, yeah, of course. And there'll be an affiliate relationship. It's not finalized yet, but it will be in the next 30 days. So awesome. And we welcome that. And also one thing I really would like to do is get in front of more people like your group. Because if I got a group of 25, 50, 100 people, every one of them, A, could be a member and join our education, and B, and they're going to pay us for that, and B, they could refer us to other people.
Okay.
So
Wow.
that's a winner.
Well, what about the TV reality show, Michael?
We've been talking about that for at least 10 years. I think you and I have been talking about that for 10 years. Okay. And I told you the last time we talked about that, when you had the NBC deal going on,
Yes.
that I was in favor of it because it was you. I didn't really want to do it, but if it was you, I would consider it. Right now, I'd say this program, Marie, that we've created lends itself to that.
Yes. Finally. Well, you know what? You would be such an amazing person for those kind of show, because you are such a straight shooter. You know what you're doing, and your heart is in the right place of really educating people. And that's what I love about you, Michael.
Thank you.
Truly, passionate about helping others, because, you've been very successful already. So it's a matter of where you're at right now in regards to helping other people.
It is. And that's what I feel. If I can help you, I wanted to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to go do anything. I'm doing it because I love doing it.
Yes. Oh my God. You are such an inspiration to me
you.
and to the people that are listening right now. And, the fact that I'm connected to you, Michael, it's been a blessing.
Thank you.
You've been amazing support of everything that that I've asked you to be a part of.
I try.
But it's such an incredible knowledge. And I remember you told me, because I was telling you that I was trying to renew my license, and I have to read all of these pages. And you said, how many words do you read in such a short period of time? What was it?
Well, it's hard to do, so you got to just read the parts that are important and forget to figure out what they are quickly.
Yeah.
When you and I are looking at something together, it's like, skip that, go to that. So.
But it's retaining it in your brain. I mean, you have to have such a powerful brain to make that happen. I mean, it takes me a while to read over and make sure that I understand it.
When I was in, just a quick side note, when I was in law school, we were reading probably 1,000 case pages a week for 4 years.
Wow.
And you got to retain it.
Yeah, that's
the thing.
So
because when you get in class, the professor is going to pick on you. I'm a speed reader, so I'm able to read a page in about 15 seconds, maybe less.
My God.
And retain it. So I do have that advantage of comprehension, that when I read, it's hard. So what I do now is the reverse. What I do now is the reverse of that. I take a little topic and I break it into a big bite-sized story. So everybody looks at it and goes, oh yeah, that was complex, but maybe it's not complex. Because I want you to feel, when I teach you something, that you can go do it. I want you to feel that way. I can do it. Because you won't feel that way if it's too lawyerly. So I don't do that.
Lawyerly. That's the first time I heard that.
Yeah, because that's our careers, But no, I'd rather just have a conversation with you.
Okay, we're going to take another commercial break. And in our next segment, Michael, I wanted to expand some of the things that you're just sharing now. So don't go away. We will be right back in a moment here at the International Wealth Builders. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and stay tuned.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio Talk Show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental property, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Real men of real estate.
Men of Real Estate Radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station KCAA radio.com.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast to over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
Welcome back here at the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite. And we have Michael Polian, who is an international real estate lawyer. And he's got this new program that he's launching. And I wanted to ask Michael in regards to the specifics of that program. Is that something that you can share right now?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we're launching this program at the end of the month, but I own it all. I own all the content. I own all the copyrights. So I can talk about it. Ask away.
Yeah. So what would be the first? I mean, you said how many hours is the session? Is it like 10 hours? You said.
Yeah, it's broken into modules, Marie. Okay. And so the modules are kind of like learning lesson, areas. I've got around right now probably 10 hours, maybe more. So I'll break that into maybe 6 or 7 modules, but each one of those is an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, each one of them. So it's pretty depthy.
So are there specific sections that you can let them know what are the things that they're learning from that 10 hours?
Well, the first thing you kind of have to understand is why. Why are you investing in international real estate? How are you doing it? Those are big topics. Why and how? Because people think of their portfolio as stocks and bonds and gold and silver and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. That's what people think. They don't know there's this whole other investment vehicle out there until I teach them. They don't know. If you go on the internet and your audience was to go look up international real estate, you'll find 0 education products. None. And that's because you need my kind of experience to be able to go do it, and you got to be able to create the program. So we teach you the hows and the whys of the international real estate. Then you need to understand some major topics like due diligence, So what does due diligence mean? Well, you got to do it, first of all. You have to understand it. So, for example, once you figure out you're interested in the country, you've decided you're interested in Belize. Now, what's the process in Belize of sourcing a property? You need to get a lawyer and a notary. How do you hire those people? What do you pay them? And then once you find a property, how do you negotiate the deal? Once you negotiate the deal, how do you close the deal? What are the rules and regulations for that country on exchanging land title, exchanging deeds? It's all a process, okay? And every country is different, but I do go over into detail a bunch of different countries, okay, on how you do that. Let me give you a really quick example, because this is things that in other countries will freak you out, because it's outside of your norm, how you think about things as an American. But you got to get used to it. You need someone like me to teach you. Easy example. When you buy a piece of property in Belize or Panama, it's not like, for example, you open up an escrow. There's no escrows. It doesn't exist. So if you're saying to me, okay, Mike, who's going to handle the escrow for us in Belize? No one. Why not? Because there's no escrow. It's run by the lawyer that represents the seller. That's your escrow. Well, that can make you feel insecure. Okay, and I can tell you, I did, not insecure, but I had to really learn the law, really learn the regulations as to why that is. Because then what happens is you put your money into an escrow, but really you're giving it to the lawyer for the seller. So you're insecure about that. But I'll make you secure, because I'll explain to you what I do to protect you, to make sure nobody ever absconds with your money. And there's a way to do it, and I do it. And I've never had a problem with that. Then when you actually close the escrow, Marie, you close it. So in America, if you close an escrow, what do? Here's your money. Give me the grant deed. Give me the title. That's our business, not in Belize. Takes 6 to 9 months for the Belizean government to send you the title.
Wow.
You've already paid them. You don't have, your money's gone. And you're freaking out. Because you're like, I don't have my title. How do I know it's my property? There's a secret to that. There's a way to do it. But you got to know the Belizean laws to do it. Right? These are real world examples. Okay. And so I teach you things like that, how to do it. But due diligence is super important. We go over all that. What regions of the world interest you? Asia, Europe, Central America. We go over all that. Okay. So then you have to ask yourself, how much money do I have to invest? How much return do I want to try and get? Do I have a cash flow concern, or I don't care about cash flow? Do I want to use the property? Not use the property. Who's going to find a tenant for me? Who's going to manage the property for me? How do I pay my electricity bill? The normal stuff we do every day here. You cannot make any assumptions for anything in the rest of the world, because it's going to be very different. I teach that.
Wow.
And then I build up your confidence in your decision, because ultimately it's your money. So it's your decision. But I help you really walk through these things. Okay, I give pretty good stories, just like I did just now with you, just like I did the other night. You know, I'll tell you what happened, and then I'll tell you how we fixed the problem. Or it wasn't a problem, and everybody thought it was a problem, but I didn't. So I resolved it. So those kinds of things, you know, you really have to learn, and it takes a lot of time to explain it. I'm only talking to you for like 12, 24 minutes today. On those tapes, I'm talking for hours.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that, you know, to do something like that, you have to have somebody like you with solid experience and really, you know, the knowledge to protect yourself. I mean, seriously, I don't know who else can do that.
No one. I don't know anybody. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
You know, I'll tell you a funny, quick story. About a year ago, a buddy of mine who runs a big marketing company, he called me up and he said, you know, Mike, he goes, you've got like 300 topics under your Teach Me Academy site, right? Because I have a company called the teachmeacademy.com, which has all these other courses, like 130 courses there. He goes, you've got like all those courses. He goes, why don't you just do a course in international real estate? And I was looking at him and I said, that's a pretty good idea. I don't know why I haven't done that.
Yeah.
And God promoted me to go do it.
And then guess what, Michael? I came up with the International Wealth Builders. How about that?
You did. Exactly. That's the Filipino brilliance in you.
I think it's such a perfect combination. I love the
Totally.
fact that you are doing the international real estate. People have always asked that because I have people came to me and said, "Oh, I have somebody that I'm working with in Vietnam, but I'm so worried and I don't really know what to do." I mean, I literally there is one lady in New York who said that they're giving her this much money, but she's afraid of making these deals with them because they don't know what would be the consequences for doing that.
Yeah.
So you are the person, I mean, Michael, that needs to be consulted because I don't know who else can do it.
The one thing, Maria, I'll tell you, you kind of alluded to this a little bit, is that I think the most successful people in the world are ones that fail, right?
Okay.
You failed and you picked yourself back up and you learned. Dealing with China for 30 years, I saw a lot of failures. And some of those were client-based, some of those were them. It's like, didn't matter. My mindset is I'm always looking to avoid a failure. I'm always thinking like that. It's like getting back to my story on jurors. I'm always thinking about that one crazy juror over there, what they're thinking, which makes no sense. I got to figure that out so I can deal with that person later, right? And make them feel comfortable voting for me. Well, I got to make you feel comfortable that, if you fail at something, you can pick yourself up and fix it. Real estate's different though, because in real estate, international real estate, it's not like you're going to lose money in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've all done that. I mean, it goes up and down and Bitcoin's all over the place. Real estate's finite. It's only so much of it. The prices stay relatively the same around the, different countries. Even in America, we have crashes here and there, but other countries don't have the crashes like we have, because they don't have a zillion homes for sale, right?
Yeah.
So I think you get comfortable when you go there, when you go to different countries, you get comfortable driving around, walking around, talking to people, looking and saying, wow, this place is pretty modern, or this is, or not. Look at those islands in the Philippines. Like, there's no way. It's like, I couldn't buy something there because I would never feel secure about it. If I don't feel secure, I'll tell you that.
So is someone who is, typically, an investor that is not really an accredited investor yet, do they have a chance to do something like this with your guidance?
Why do you need to be accredited to go buy a piece of real estate?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just asking the question.
No, because when you say that, you're only talking about investing in a company.
Oh,
when you ask that question, you're not investing in the company. You're investing in yourself.
Okay.
So if you said to me, I have $250,000 of disposable income, and I'd like to buy a piece of real estate that can earn me 4% a year. Do you have any suggestions? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of suggestions for you. But it's your money. You're investing in you. You just asked me for a direction to go.
Okay.
You're not investing in me. I'm not taking any money except what you pay me for my course, and whatever you pay me to consult with you, but it's your money. Yeah. So no, you don't need to be accredited.
Now, is this course going to be very expensive for people to sign up?
No, it's going to be probably $15,000. That'll be the total. Okay. And then I'll have, it's a mastermind level course. Okay. I mean, and you've got my 35 years of experience.
Wow.
I know. It's relatively cheap. I had, speaking of investors, I did have an investor come to me and wanted to buy the company. And I said, buy the company. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't even launched yet. He goes, yeah. I was very much impressed. I said, wow, that's quite a compliment. He goes, Mike, you're sitting on a gigantic need that's unfulfilled. I said, yeah, I do believe that. There's a huge need out there. People do not know what to do with their money. They don't know. They're worried about banks collapsing, Marie. Last week there was 2 more. Banks collapsing, money vanishing out of your account, inflation, cost of healthcare. It's all a problem for people. I'm going to show you another way to spend your money. Reduce inflation, get good or better healthcare, have good cash flow in your portfolio. Okay. So you'll want to do this stuff when you understand, how to do it. Okay.
We're going to go ahead and take another commercial break. And Michael, in our last segment, I want to really, hound the message for the listeners when it comes to international real estate. So for you out there, don't go away. This is going to be an amazing segment for you to listen to here at the International Wealth Builders. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we will be right back.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951 378 5316. 951 378 5316.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Real men of real estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station KCAA radio.com.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951 378 5316. 951 378 5316.
Welcome back. This is Marie Antoinette Waite, your host here at the International Wealth Builders radio talk show. And we are here every Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Michael, it's been an amazing topic and information that you have shared with us. First of all, I want to make sure that they can get hold of you. And then I want to hear your message to the people that are listening right now who are interested in building their wealth. So what is the best way to get a hold of you, Michael?
Email is the best way, Marie.
Okay.
You can send it to Michael, Michael, Polin, Polin, @gmail.com.
Okay. Great. And so, in regards to the message, Michael, what would be the best thing you can let people know about
Okay,
international real estate in building their wealth?
okay, let's break it down just quickly to a couple reasons people want to jump on this. First of all, is people are not trusting the economy for the reasons I gave you in the last segment. They don't trust banks. They don't trust the government. Banks, money's disappearing out of people's accounts. They don't trust the stocks and bonds and nonsense. And most people understand their 401k is at risk. They understand it. They understand the IRA is at risk. People talk, government's talking about taking your IRA and giving you 5% on it. That's insanity. Okay, but they are talking about it. So I see a lot of fear out there. I feel it. People see it. You write about it. And I look at that and say, stop being fearful. Take control of your life. Take control of your money. It's your assets. It's your family. Take control. That's my first message to you. How do you do that? Find alternative sources than the one the media slams down our throats 24/7. Ignore that noise. Look at you. What do you want to do? What interests you? Well, for me, it's international real estate. I don't want to be worried about money leaving my banks. I don't want to worry about government intrusion. So I just look at it and say, well, if I move the money legally out of the country, buy property legally, why not do it? Let's go make some money here and let's avoid all this fear that's floating around out there. It bothers me quite a bit because I have lots of clients that are like, Mike, you got to help me. I just don't know what to do with all, and they got lots of money. A lot of my clients, like, what do I do with it? It's like, go buy real estate. Don't buy it here though. The tax situation, especially in California, especially, it's crazy. New York, it's crazy. Okay, you look at other countries, way, way less taxes. You just got to know what you're doing, right? And you think about your lifestyle, right? Because to me, you're looking at what's a good lifestyle for you. Okay, is this a good lifestyle for you? Maybe it is for some people. Most people I know, it's not. The taxes, the politics, the name calling, all of that. People want to get away from it. You can buy international real estate, hop on a plane, and you're out of here. You don't have to put up with any of that anymore. Just go. Do you want to live there? Maybe. Do you want to live there part of the year? Maybe. You want to just rent it out? Maybe. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Okay, we can help you. We can help you figure all that out because those are real lifestyle decisions for you, Marie. How do you want to live your best life? How? I can't tell you that. You have to say what that is. Once you know that, I can help you figure out how to do it.
Wow. I mean, we should have an event just for you, Michael.
Well, I'm going to have
it's amazing.
Thank you. I'm going to have one after this launch.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need my help because, I am one of your fans. I mean, I've been very, grateful and I respect you highly for all the accomplishments you have done. And now that you're helping so many people, I'd love to be a part of that. I think that's going to be amazing for everyone to be connected to you. But anyway, here in the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show is to be able to provide some amazing information like yours, Michael, so we can really educate people and, give them a good way to decide and better their life and improve their wealth. So I'm really happy that I have you today as my guest. And I'm hoping that for everyone out there, make sure that you connect with Michael Paulin. Again, his email is michaelpaulin@gmail.com, right? Michael.paulin@gmail.com. Make sure you email him and ask your questions. I'm sure he's going to be able to direct you and provide you some guidance on what you need to do for your investment.
Hey, Marie, let me add this. We might be able to offer a discount to your listeners only.
Oh, there you go. Oh my God. You can't miss that now. You have to mention my name.
Dude, they got to say we heard you on Marie's show. And then I'll talk to my team. And we'll put together.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much, Michael. I love that you're blessing my audience here or my listeners because they have been very supportive of my show. And I love all my listeners. They love me. That's what it is.
What's not to love? What's not to love about you?
Well, thank Thank you so much, Michael. Again, this is the International Wealth Builders radio talk show, and I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite. And make sure that you check out our website because we do have a meeting here in San Diego every first Thursday of the month from 5 o'clock until 9 p.m. at the DoubleTree Hotel in Mission Valley. If you need more information, you can also call me at 951-378-5316. That is 951-378-5316. And again, thank you so much for tuning into my show. And we will see you next week. We're here every Saturday at 1 p.m. And Michael, again, thank you for blessing me with your time. I know you are very expensive, but I appreciate your time being here.
No problem. No problem. Thanks, man.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Have an amazing weekend. And again, make sure you think of all kinds of opportunities to build your wealth here at the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show. Bye now.
Thank you, Inland Empire, for listening to KCAA Radio.
AM radio provides always